Okay, so I'm getting ready for a bass fishing trip tonight. Going down to the river, the same spot on the Susquehanna River in Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania, where I was fishing a couple days ago with my brother David. I did a whole thing, showed you how to rig these lures and preparation for that trip. Well, that was a good trip. David caught 7 bass and I caught 5. But the important thing is that we hooked at least twice that many fish, probably 3 times that many fish that got away. We had them jumping out of the water, flying in the air, and spitting out the lures. So I think I might have a solution to that. A couple different things you should always keep in mind is, what kind of lure are you fishing? Something like this, you see that the hook is a little bit forward. It's not right back here. When they take this, they sense that it's soft, feels like food. So you need to give them a moment. And when they grab this and you feel it, you don't immediately jerk. You wait until they have the whole thing in their mouth, and they will do that. They'll say, ah, yummy. As long as you're not giving any pressure on the line, they're going to want to swallow it all the way down into their gizzard. That gives them a chance to get hooked on that right there. The other thing that really matters is that the hook be sharp. Here I have a couple of wacky worm rigs. Now, one of the things about a wacky worm rig is that the hook is very well exposed. It's also right in the middle. You rarely get a fish off. You rarely lose a fish once he's bitten this thing. Very rarely. The only problem I have here is that these hooks are both very dull. These have been used for quite some time, as have the worms. I'm going to toss all that when I'm done here. But I have some new hooks. Now look at the difference with the new hook. A new hook grabs you, and that hurts. I can really feel that. It took so very little for me to hook that through my skin. So it's well worth it, first of all, to change your hooks or sharpen them for every fishing trip. And I might sharpen these hooks. I really like these heavy hooks that were given to me by Charles Welliver. These I bought at the Wacky Worms store. The wire is lighter. They have a different setup on the eye. So, at any rate, that's not important. What is important is that the hook be sharp. Now, these lures have really gotten beat up. It's really worth it to change them out. This had a little flappy tail on it. It's a swim bait, and this is what makes it swim so pretty. They're beautiful in the water. The fish, I don't know how many I caught on this lure, more than one, and a whole bunch more hooked that got off, flying through the air, spitting out my hook, but they tore the tail off of it. Here's another example of the same thing. This is my Craw Papi. It's on a sled head hook that will keep it nice and deep and fight it's heavy enough to beat the current in the river. But look what they did. I don't know how many I caught with this. I don't know how many got off. It was a bunch if you add them up. This one here had his leg completely ripped off, and I say it's his leg. It's actually his pincher got ripped off. This one is pretty damaged. You see that there's a great big hole there behind the hook where they grabbed a hold of it and they just ripped it. A couple others are a little beat up, but I'm going to use them anyhow. They're still in reasonably good shape. So I'm going to rig up a few more of these. Sharp hooks, new lures. Give them time if it's one of these, because they will taste this, they'll feel it, it's soft, it feels like food, and they'll take the rest, and then you sink the hook. The other thing is to have the right kind of line. Now, and rod. This is the rod I was using. It's quite flexible. I had braided line on there, but look how flexible that rod is. It just bends forever. You need to sink the hook. Bass have a hard mouth. They have a very hard mouth. When you get a hook in them, it's hard to get it out. I'll show you some examples because I'm going to catch some fish tonight. Now, this rod right here is very stiff. You see, it just doesn't bend very easy. When you jerk it back, that hook gets sunk real good. I have braided line on here. Braided line does not stretch. So it's the difference between having a bungee cord and pulling on something and having a steel gaff and grabbing it and pulling on it. It's a very direct pull with the braided line. I'm not even going to use a leader tonight. You sometimes put a 4, 5, 6 foot leader of monofilament or fluorocarbon line, which does stretch a little bit, but a small piece of line like that only stretches a little bit. A big piece of line just stretches forever. So these hooks really need to get sunk into the mouth of a smallmouth bass, or they're going to get away from you every time. So I'll let you know how that goes. I'm ready. Got my GoPros all charged up. Gonna rig up a couple more of these baits so that I have opportunities to switch around and try different things. And we'll let you know how that goes. Oh, you got him. Okay. Just wait. Just let him fish. Let him swim. Okay. Give it a little tug there. You got the hook in? Yeah, you got the hook in now. All righty. Good fish, Tracy. Caught him on my little swim bait, didn't you?
Oh, buddy.
I don't want him to get off. No. Beautiful. Yeah. You're a very excitable girl, you are.
Check him out.
Bring him over here.
Come on, buddy. Come on, little buddy.
Oh, Tracy, that's a beautiful fish. You caught him on a swim bait. That's a 3-inch.
First fish.
What's he called? Beautiful.
My piggy.
There you go, Tracy.
How do I grab him?
Okay, watch the pole. Grab my lip. Oh, and then put him in there gently.
Are you going to get a picture?
I got a picture on it.
Bye, buddy.
Good. Well, we know there's fish out there.
Can you do me there?
Okay. Don't let it get tangled again.
Oh, he's got one on too?
Yep.
Hey.
That's the one that stole our bait.
Check his throat.
Yeah, check his gizzard, see if he didn't take that sucker down there.
You need a picture? You need a picture? Sam?
Okay. Whose is this? This is yours. Yeah, let's see this fishy. How do he look?
Little.
Oh, they're so pretty. They're so beautiful. They're just perfect. There's like a million of them out there. Go ahead and release them, Betty.
Oh, wait, there's something in his mouth.
Ah!
He's regurgitating.
Oh, he was eating some stuff and he's spitting. Oh, those are crayfish. Oh my goodness, he's been making a pig out of himself. No wonder he got caught. Tracy, I don't get a chance to fish because I'm so busy taking pictures of your fish. He's a nice one too.
Okay, get the net, get the net.
I got the net. Okay, bring him over this. Don't force him. Bring him over this way gently. Give him time to get tired out. Oh, and it's a nice one, Tracy. Look at that beautiful fish.
All right, yay! Make sure he doesn't have her other bag.
Yeah, make sure he gives it back if he does have it. No wonder those baits don't last. I'm sure glad I got a big bag full of them. That other one was glued on with super glue. This one's still loose. That's a beautiful fish. Here,
I don't need him.
turn them loose. It's your job.
See you, buddy. Oops.
Well, you guys are having too much fun and I'm not having any. Did I catch one?
On my rod.
Oh, but he got away. Oh, there's a baby deer over there. Hey, baby deer. Don't you worry, little girl. Your mommy's looking for you too.
She ran way the hell down
She
there.
ran all the way down there. Across all that water and all those islands, and there she sits.
I hope your mommy finds you too. Yeah, she does too. She's probably been hungry after a while.
So pretty. All right, folks, so now we're using a stonefly. A little clear, easy shiner swim bait, 3-inch one. I'm using the little stone cat. And Betty is going to use a Helgermite. Great big hellgrammite. Oh, that was an explosion on a topwater lure. Oh, he's a nice fish. All right, get him for me, Tracy. Oh, whoa, don't start dipping. Don't start dipping. The net's all twisted. You're gonna lose a fish. No, don't do anything. Don't do anything. Don't even get in the water. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a nice big one. Oh, he's a pig. Look at the size of that fish. He's huge. He's just freaking out. My lure's still in there, Tracy. This fish is 15.5 inches long. Oh, he's a dandy. Look at him.
Man, that was
He's beautiful.
It was.
He exploded on the water.